Rhea was the youngest cadet in her team. When the alien ships attacked their camp on planet Varga, everything turned into fire and smoke. She woke up alone, covered in dust, her team gone. Her radio was broken. Her gun was almost empty. Command finally contacted her and said, "Stay hidden. If the enemy finds you, surrender." But Rhea wasn't ready to give up. As night fell, she saw lights far away. It was the enemy base. She noticed something strange. The base looked rushed, not well protected. She could see holes in the walls and weak patrols. They were building something big and fast. Rhea remembered her training. She checked her map, marked the weak points, and decided, "I will stop them." She didn't care if she was alone. She moved through the darkness, careful and silent. She knew one wrong step meant death, but her eyes were full of fire. She didn't come to this planet to hide. She came to fight. She reached a dark tunnel leading into the enemy base, and without fear, she stepped inside. Inside the tunnel, Rhea moved like a shadow. The walls were cold, and the sound of alien voices echoed nearby. She held her breath and listened. 2 guards passed by. She waited. Then she attacked. Quick, quiet, and smart. She took one of their weapons and walked deeper into the tunnel. The air smelled like metal and smoke. Soon, she found a glowing wall map. It showed the whole enemy base. In the center was the power core. If she could destroy it, the whole base would fall. Suddenly, she heard a noise. Someone was watching. She hid behind crates and spotted a camera. It turned toward her. She shot it quickly, but it was too late. The enemy knew she was inside. Rhea moved fast. She planted explosives near the power lines and ran. The lights above her turned red. Sirens screamed. Footsteps followed her. She climbed into a vent and crawled toward the lab area. There, behind glass, she saw human prisoners. They were weak and scared. She whispered, "I'll come back for you." Then she disappeared into the dark again. An alien ship landed near the base. From it came Commander Vorse, tall, armored, and full of rage. He shouted at his soldiers, "Find the human girl. Kill her now." Rhea watched from a broken vent, her body still, her eyes focused. She knew she had little time. She sneaked into the lab again and opened the cells. The prisoners looked shocked. One of them, a young man named Kellen, was a pilot. He whispered, "If we get to the ship, I can fly us out." Rhea smiled. "We're not escaping. We're taking over." Together, they made a plan. While the aliens searched for Rhea, she and the prisoners moved through back tunnels. She handed out weapons. The others were scared, but Rhea gave them hope. Outside, the alien base was fully alert. Drones scanned the skies. Guards stood at every door. But Rhea wasn't afraid. They reached the landing zone. The enemy warship stood tall, guarded by heavy fire. As they moved forward, an alarm blared. "They found us," Kellen said. Rhea raised her weapon. "Then let's make them regret it." Explosions lit up the sky as Rhea and her team ran toward the alien warship. Bullets flew, lasers burned the air, and the ground shook beneath them. Rhea led the charge. She had no fear, only fire in her heart. Kellen was shot in the leg. He fell, yelling, "I can't fly now." Rhea didn't stop. She helped him into the ship and said, "Tell me how to fly it." Inside, the alien controls looked strange. Symbols glowed on every panel. Rhea didn't understand them, but she had no choice. She pressed buttons, pulled levers, and prayed. The ship lifted. Enemy towers locked on and fired. Rhea swerved the ship left and right. Sparks flew. The engine screamed. Then she saw it, the base's command tower. She smiled and flew straight toward it. The ship crashed into the tower with a loud boom. Fire and smoke filled the sky. Rhea jumped out, coughing, and grabbed her gun. At the top of the burning tower stood Commander Vorse. "You shouldn't have surrendered," he said. "I don't know how," Rhea replied. And she charged at him. Commander Vorse stood tall, holding the plasma sword that glowed bright red. Rhea held her gun, almost out of bullets. Behind her, smoke rose from the shipwreck. Her team was injured. Her body was tired, but her spirit burned. "You are brave, human," Vorse said. "But this is your end." Rhea didn't speak. She ran forward. He swung his sword, but she dodged and kicked him hard. They fought hand to hand, each blow louder than the last. Vorse grabbed her by the neck and lifted her. "You lose." But Rhea had a small device in her hand. She pressed it. Boom! The power core deep inside the base exploded. Fire burst through the walls. Vorst dropped her and fell back, screaming. Rita limped to the dropship. She helped the others inside. The ship rose into the sky as the enemy base burned below. She sent a message to command. Mission complete. Enemy base destroyed. I didn't surrender. The humans cheered. Even in darkness, they smiled. Because one girl proved something important.